Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim B'cha Kodash, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto you brothers out there doing his work in truth and sincerity, and also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this lesson, I wanted to read a small portion of this article that I got from RT News. And this article came out yesterday. But as you can see, the title of this article reads IMF sounds global economic alarm. It also says worldwide recession cannot be ruled out. Institution warns. So the International Monetary Fund is sounding the alarm that a global economic crash is basically coming to the earth, man. And we know that this institution known as the IMF is one of Esau's chief institutions, man. And for them to come out and say something like this, man, that means something. That holds value. Because these people know what's coming down the pipe, man. Esau is setting the stage for the world to crash as a whole. Because this man has an agenda in mind. He has a goal that he wants to fulfill, man. He wants everybody to be under that MOTB system. They already came out in the economic forum and said these things, man. That eventually the world will be under, okay, that man, what's that thing called? They'll be under the blockchain system, right, yeah, the blockchain. Excuse me. Everybody will be under the blockchain, all right, using digital currency, man. And this is what Esau wants. He wants the world to be in a state of chaos so everybody can go and cry to him, and then he come with a solution, man. All right? But it says here, the head of the International Monetary Fund, Chris Stallina, if I'm saying that correctly, Georgia, I don't know. Excuse me, man. It says, said on Wednesday that the outlook for the global economy had darkened significantly since April. She told Reuters that a global recession next year could not be ruled out given the elevated risks. It's going to be a tough 2022, but maybe even a tougher 2023, the IMF boss warned. So Esau is openly telling you, man, look, it's about to get bad. But see, Esau had to throw those words in there, maybe, in but to not to get the people, to be all messed up, and all worry about it, man. But Esau know what's going on, okay? They're causing this thing to go down like this, man. People suffering right now in 2022. Gas prices through the roof, food prices through the roof, rent through the roof. There's a shortage on, on certain medicines, fertilizer, right? Diesel, gas, It's real out here in these streets, man. But according to the IMF, it could even get worse in 2023. But guess what? That's prophecy. It's prophesied in the Holy Bible that destruction, that hell and misery come into the world. It's called Jacob's trouble, man. A period in which, life is going to be extremely hard for everybody. But for those of us who are of the hopeful elect, okay, the Most High going to take care of us, hopefully, if we be up that number, man. But it says she cited the global spread of inflation, dramatic interest rate hikes by central banks, a slowdown in China's growth, and unprecedented sanctions against Russia among the factors affecting global economies. It says Georgieva indicated that in the coming weeks, the IMF would downgrade its earlier projection of 3.6 global growth for this year that will be the fund's third downward revision of its forecast this year. It says, "We are in choppy waters," Georgieva stated, noting that longer lasting tightenings of financial conditions would complicate the global economic outlook. She stressed it was crucial to get soaring prices under control. But Esau's not going to get these prices under control. He wants you people in a state of misery. He wants you in a state of desperation so that you can beg him. He gonna come out with that MOTB. Guaranteed, man. I mean, we can see what this devil is doing. Okay? We see what you're doing, Esau. But it's all prophecy, man. This is the most how it works anyway. These things are coming to pass, brothers and sisters, so that we can know that the Heavenly Father word is true. And that what the prophets wrote down is all true, man. For our faith's sake. All right? And so I'll grab one precept here in the book of Saccharneges, chapter 15, verse 14 and 19, and I'll be done here with this lesson, man. It says, "Woe to the world and them that the world therein." Right. This is what this woman was basically saying, man. Woe to the world. Destruction coming. Hell is coming. It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." And that's what it's going to come to in these streets, man. When there's a lack, all right, of food, water, all the essential things that man need, all right, to survive. When there's a lack of that, people going to fight one another, man. Kill one another, okay? In the most brutal ways just to survive, man. It's going to be every man for themselves in that day. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men." What is sedition? Sedition is an uprising against the government, as you see over there inside of Sri Lanka right now. It's sedition amongst them because their economy is suffering bad. This is the worst state that their economy has been in since 1948, man. But it's even worse, okay? And the people are over there losing it. They're rioting. They're burning things down. They're invading the stores and invading one another, man, just to survive. It says, "And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And we seen that yesterday inside of Sri Lanka, man. Inside of Sri Lanka, all right, or Sri Lanka, however you want to say it, they raided the president's palace, man, and made the man resign, okay? Made him give up his seat of authority because of how he's running the country, man. They're fed up. And that same thing is coming to Babylon and around the world. It says, "A man shall desire to go into his city and shall not be able." And the reason being is because of martial law. If there's sedition among men and invading one another, right, and they're fighting one another, man, that means that martial law going to have to get in the streets to try and get some order, man. And they're going to shut these cities down. Shut down these highways, man. You won't be able to just travel as you normally do now today, you know? Just hop on a plane or get in your car, drive here, drive there freely. That's going to be out the window, man. Esau going to put the hammer down through his troops, okay? It says, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be troubled, and men shall be afraid." So it's going to be bad, man. The cities shall be troubled. If you're in a large city, man, or even a small city, but especially a large city, man, if trouble go down, if hell go down, it's going to be bad in that city, man. I'm here in Houston, Texas. All right, this is a huge city, man, with millions of people. If things go left here in Houston, man, these people going to lose their damn mind. Guaranteed. I just pray that we don't lose ours. Those of us in the faith, man. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So Ezra is telling us through the Spirit, man, look, it's going to get bad. People are going to be destroying one another, not having pity, right? Yahushua said that the hearts of many shall wax cold, man, because iniquity shall abound. It's going to get bad in these streets. And the woman from the IMF said that 2022 is rough, but 2023 could be even worse. And that's something a nigga don't want to hear. Because Jake think Babylon gonna bounce back. Jake truly believes America is gonna bounce back and everything gonna go back to normal. That's what they want. Because they don't see life past this country, man. But it's about to get bad, brothers and sisters, all right? Just keep on fighting, keep on pushing in Yahweh Shai, our Lord and Savior, man. And he'll come through for us in these horrible times according to his word. Shalom.